Today I'm going to show you two ways to create a word search effect. So let's head on over to Canva and I'll show you how I create them. So the first thing we're going to need is to get our text together. So let's get us a text box. Anyone will do. I'm going to put my caps lock on and I'm going to pick the letter A. I'm going to pick my font out. You know me, I like this Gaglian. I don't know how you say it, but that's how it goes. And then I'm going to pick out my font size that I want to use. After that, I am going to sit there, and this is the time consuming part. Once you get this done, you can manipulate it any way you want to, but making the base is going to take the longest time. I am going to sit here and I'm going to duplicate this. Now, you can't do your letters in a row for a reason and do it all in one text box. And the reason is if you ever notice, like if you put an I or something in there, they're going to be different widths between each letter, and that causes you to not have even lines. So you have to do each individual letter separately. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this and line it up with my first one. I am going to highlight them. I'm going to go into position. I'm going to go into arrange, and I'm going to tidy it up. So now I see my letters are too close together. I'm going to put a little space. I'm going to do it again until I find the right way I want, the right spacing that I want. So once I get my spacing correct, I'm going to highlight these and then I am going to move them into my first row space that I want and center it up. And then I'm going to just duplicate that, line them up, duplicate, duplicate, duplicate how many rows that you want to do. The second step in here is to write out what you want to do. So let's say we'll click this and say H-E-L-L-O and to hello to EOEVERYONE. So now I have what I want to say in there. Hello to everyone, and you can do it any way you want to. Put whatever you want in there, and you have everything done. What we're going to do now is going to take all your oddball and make them into letters. So you can just go through here and fix this out. I'm going to do this real quick, and then I'll come back to you, and I'm going to speed it up for you. Now that we've finished changing all the letters around, what we want to do now is you can set your background up. So if you want to change the color back here, let's just put something random like the Canva color. And if you want to put some kind of element like I did behind it, we'll just use for this. Well, let's do this crinkle paper just for the moment. We'll do something like this and make it whatever size we want to do. We'll just do something like that real quick. And you can use that like so. Put it in a position. Make sure if you go in your layers that it's all the way in the back. There it is. It's in the back. And what you want to do because you'll be touching this and stuff. Let's go ahead and take this and lock that piece. That way it's not going to move on us. That's what I did. It just helps a whole lot. So now that we have that done, what we want to do is go over to our squares. I took the rounded square and used that. So I'm going to take it and kind of click out of it for a second because sometimes it doesn't want to move when you first do it. And then I want to shorten it up. And you can see that the ends round just like the way you want it. And what you want to do is put it over top of the word you want to use. And then you want to pick your color. You want to set it up to whatever size you want. What we're going to do is pick colors. Now, I notice sometimes if you pick the same color for each one, that they will go wonky and start doing weird stuff when you animate. So just word to the wise, if you want to pick one color for each one, you might not want to, but you can try it. And what I did too, I also took the transparency down when I brought them back up. But for now, what you want to do at first while you're setting this up is you're going to take your little bubble and you're going to put it in between here like so. And then you're going to take the transparency down to 0. We're going to duplicate this. We're going to bring one up and we're going to 2. We want to do the same thing. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to put it in the position I want right here. And then what I'm going to do is change the color to that. Let's change the color to purple. Now you got to use solid colors for this. You cannot use gradients because this trick will not work with gradients. I don't know what. Hopefully, sooner or later, Canva will fix that situation where you can use gradients, but you just can't. So we're gonna go and make that into 180, and there's your position. So there's your setup. So what you want to do is we're going to duplicate the page, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and, if you can, click your first little one. You're going to drag it all the way across. You're going to bring your transparency up. I did 50. I wanted them a little transparent. So, and you do your first one, and then what you're going to do is duplicate the page after you do your first one, and do the same thing for your next word. So you're going to go up, find your little thing. If you can't, your little box. If you can't find them, what you want to do is just click till you find them in your layers tab, and then come on, baby, let's drag. Let's drag. And then you go down as far as you want, however you want them to overlap. And then I went in here and did 50 for my transparency. And there it goes. There's a purple. And if you want to, it's probably better to put them behind. So let's move that. Let's move these behind. I know there's a lot of letters here. And if you want to, if so, I did a trick where I was moving all the letters around. It just kind of wound up being messy. But while I'm doing here this right now, you could be able to group these. You could group this whole thing together and get rid of all of this. I don't think it's going to affect anything at this point. But then you want to go to your next word. Let's go over to my next word. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to pull it across. And I'm going to put it in 50. Enter. And then we want that one in the back too. So let's go back there because we want our letters nice and dark in the front. So let's put all these in the back like so. So you've got everything that you want. Oh, I should have changed the color to this. Whoa, bad girl, bad girl. All right, we'll use this blue. Let's make sure. We'll go back one and grab it over here and go into position and make sure it's blue on this one too. So let's go here, change it to that blue. All right. So now what we want to do, see, I'm showing you my muck-ups and all. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to grab my match and move. I'm going to turn it all the way up. I'm going to apply it between all the pages. And then what you can do is shorten it up depending how long you want it to go. Let's go over here and do it at 1.8. Enter. Let's go all pages and let's hold our breath and make sure it works good. Ready, set, hello to everyone. And there you go. That's that effect. So that's effect number one. So I am going to just add a page here, and then I'm going to take this very first page here, and I'm going to duplicate this page, and we're going to do the second effect that I did right now. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out all my little squares. Let's go find those and delete those. Trash all those. So the second one I did is where I just went in here and changed the letters. So same goes here. We're going to go here. We're going to duplicate our page like so. And then you're just going to change those to whatever color you want to. So we'll do pink, pink. You might be able to highlight these and do all of them at one time. But hello. Okay, then I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to duplicate the page. I want this one blue. I'm going to go blue. And then my O, because I used that before, is going to be blue. And then I'm going to duplicate my page again. And then you're going to change this. Let's see if we can do the highlight thing, if it'll work. Let's highlight, color. What was the other color we used? Purple. Oh, yep. See, quicker. All right. So now we got that in between. So now we can look at that, which this is the easy one. And hello to everyone. And so if you saw the end of what I did, because I didn't think those were bright enough where you could see that, so I duplicated the page. And what I did, so this would pop out afterwards, was I just started to erase those. Delete, delete, delete. So you can do it like really slowly, you can do it really heavy on the ones you wanted to delete. And then all I did was just keep deleting ones. I don't know, I must have duplicated there. Duh. And trash them and kind of get them in a good little pattern. And then what you want to do is just duplicate the page. And then what you want to do is just go through again and do another set. Or don't do like I did and duplicate right there. But you'll see my boo boo. But yeah, you get what I'm saying, right? And we'll just do another set, and then you're going to duplicate the page. And you're just going to keep duplicating the page and removing ones until they're all gone, except for except for your hello to everyone. Now you want to do is go down here and change your timings. So we're going to go in here and come on, we're going to put point one, enter. No, I hate when Canva does that. Point one, enter. I swear I'm putting point one. And we're going to do that for all the ones that you're doing with the disappearing act for. So we're going to go in here and change the time into all of these to point one. Enter. And I don't know why Canva does that. Sometimes it just doesn't want to be nice. And we're going to do that for all of them. Open up position, hitting the wrong buttons. That one I hit wrong. The point one I did not hit wrong. I'm telling you, I did not hit wrong. But now that we got them all, let's take a little look. And it's going to bump, 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 and they're going to disappear and they're going to fade out. And you're just going to keep duplicating the page. And maybe an easier way to do is once you take your first one and get your point one, delete some of the letters and get your point one going. And then when you duplicate the ones, that should go on with it. So you just go duplicate the page. That's going to carry your match move and your point one. And you just go ahead and delete some more letters. And you're going to do it till you get rid of all your letters. And that's how you do that part of that trick. I thank you for stopping by. I know this was a little bit of a long one. It's because it was two different tricks in here. So I appreciate your patience and I love you guys. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace, love, happiness. Michelle's out.